We've just signed the UN Development Assistance Program for the next 5 years, but also we completed another 5-year program, and that's where we are interested. So the past program of 5 years cost about $400 million and covered all sectors, including economic development, social development, and governance. But most of the fund went for social sector, including gender, including health, including education, early childhood development.
I think that overall a lot has been achieved because we committed funds and we delivered 300 million on the development side and 175 million on the humanitarian side. Those funds were not committed initially. So overall we had a delivery of 88%. And this has helped, first of all, supporting expertise in designing policies and strategies, both economic, social, and the governance. It has helped also service delivery on education, health, including reproductive health and HIV/AIDS. It has helped also building access to justice, accountable governance, and deepening democracy. And also on the economic side, it has helped supporting access to jobs, mainly for young people and women, and supporting agriculture development and other economic sectors. Innovation, and all in all, what we have done was really related to, first, knowledge and expertise and capacity building for institution and system, supporting triangular cooperation and South-South cooperation, supporting access to catalytic finance, which was very good in helping women through SACCOs, 2 million women having more access to SACCOs and building savings, which is an important aspect of domestic resource mobilization. We also were very proud to be part of the design of the national strategy for transformation and supporting the 3 pillars on economic transformation, social transformation, and transformational governance. And in that endeavor, our study on demographic dividend and also policy gap analysis were very useful, and also the early childhood development, as well as fighting against stunting, which are very important in the agenda here. Youth Connect access to job for young people also were very prominent, and we supported also both the refugees and the returnees, and the host communities face the issue in the humanitarian operations.
Last year we started the implementation of our 7-year government program, which is the National Strategy for Transformation. It is supported by 3 pillars: economic transformation, which include all aspects of the economy, infrastructure, job creation, industrialization, urbanization, etc. But it covers also the social transformation, which is education, health, gender equity, basic amenities, water, electricity, and then the governance. This program we've just signed is fully aligned to that program. The program will really contribute to the implementation of national strategy for transformation in the 3 areas.
Allow me to take my next question, and this has everything to do with the human development side of it. You've mentioned something very interesting there at the Youth Connect and creating of jobs, but we're still looking at a very interesting conversation again with gender parity. Now, when you look at numbers from the United Nations, they put Rwanda at least 159 global ranking with human development. Do you in any way see a significant growth for the past 5 years in the same conversation? Kindly shed some more light on this.
Yeah, I think that also we should be proud of what Rwanda has achieved in the Millennium Development Goals. Rwanda has achieved almost all the targets of the Millennium Development Goals. On the gender, as you mentioned, of course, on the income gender disparity, this is still in Rwanda, in various countries globally, is 26%. In Rwanda, it's also around 27%. So what is important, it is we are supporting the private sector. So currently, the UN has what we call the Gender Seal and Women Empowerment in the private sector. And I launched that program. I was very happy to see that 38 enterprises in Rwanda are doing their best really to improve the gender parity there. You know, Africa-wide, it's a big issue because there is a report issued by UNDP 2 years ago mentioning that the gender gap is costing Africa $95 billion, 1.5 the ODA in this country. So also we supported women access to economic opportunities, buy from women with UN Women, with FAO World Food Program. That is also an important aspect. Innovation with the young people, because young people, you have girls and you have boys, and both of them were supported. And for that matter, we supported 600 young innovators in Rwanda who created 6,000 jobs. It's very important. So we are looking at all these elements, but don't only look at the issue of human development just on that, through that lens. You know that UN Development Index, you have the 4 areas: income, you have education, which is divided into 2 subcategories, and you have health. Rwanda has made a lot of improvement. Of course, for education, we need also the quality of education, looking at the dropout rate and so on. But the government is very supportive to that by putting emphasis on the human capital, which will also unlock economic opportunities. Let me just, on that matter, also be proud of the leadership role, played by Rwanda. Just in March 2018, you are here. 44 African countries signed the African Continental Free Trade Area, which will boost regional integration, and Rwanda will access more markets so that will create more economic opportunities, more jobs, I hope, for young people and for women, that will really bridge the gender gap that you are talking about, because we need to mirror what we did very well in the political side, because Rwanda ranked number 4 when it comes to gender on that matter, according to the World Economic Forum 2017 report.